trails here in the second quarter. Ohio State blitzing Clifford, who looks to throw. He's hit and he's dropped, and the football's picked up, and running the other way is Cage. Jerron Cage down the right side, rumbles to Penn State's 20, to the 10, and into the end zone goes Jerron Cage with Ohio State's 6th defensive touchdown of the year. And the defense comes up with another score. Defensive tackle Jerron Cage takes it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the Buckeyes brought the blitz. They brought the house there, and they got there, got penetration on Clifford. The ball came loose. And how about the big guy, Jerron Cage, a fifth-year senior, coming up with that football and then running to the end zone.
Morgan with a snap. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Morgan knocked down. Football away. Football away and running downfield is Haskell Garrett. And he's going to take it in for his second collegiate touchdown. Haskell Garrett came up with a football after it was knocked away from Tanner Morgan, and Ohio State scores on defense to increase their lead over Minnesota. Third down, and in his own end zone, Lombardi throws up the right side of the field, and it looked like it was intercepted.
Haskell Garrett.
He gets it for a defensive touchdown.
Legally possessing the end zone by the defense. Touchdown.
Haskell Garrett came up with a deflected pass in the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Guys are showing pressure off the right side, and they run right into it, and the ball's picked up by Draymond Jones, and the Buckeyes have a second defensive touchdown.
He's head up at the nose, and he's going to fight through the center here to be able to come up with this. He gets through Hollins, and by pushing him back, next thing you know, he looks up, and the eyes at the last moment to see the football, catch it, and then he shows the athletic ability to be able to avoid the potential tackle. Look at his eyes right there at the last second. Picks it up. Defensive linemen don't get those kind of opportunities very often. Look at him run. For his size, at 6'3", 286 pounds.
Werner, by the way, credit him for forcing the issue, but you're right. Look at him dance. Stiff arms the quarterback. That had to feel good as a D lineman, and then look at the move here.
Second and 10, Michigan. Ball at their own 48. Spate back to pass. Throws a pass. It's deflected.
Joey!
Hey, grabbed by Joey Bosa, who runs down the left side. Bosa to the 15, to the 10, and the quarterback Spate takes him down at the 10. And Joey Bosa reached in the air, slapped at the football, and grabbed it and ran it down inside the red zone. Gets the snap, drops it as 16. Throws a screen. That's intercepted. Adolphus Washington up the left side, and the big guy's going to take it to the house. Defensive lineman Adolphus Washington picks off a screen pass and runs it into the end zone. And for the third straight week, Ohio State gets a defensive score, a 20-yard return for senior Adolphus Washington, 23-6 Buckeyes.
Sims, quick throw, intercepted. Picked off by Steve Miller. Miller, defensive lineman dream, touchdown.
He is going to drop into zone coverage and be right in the throwing lane in front of Amari Cooper. Ohio State guessed perfectly on that third down play, and not only do they get the interception, they do one better. They get the touchdown.
Looked like a tight end, number 88. Ran like a tight end once he got his mitts on it.
Stave feeds Gordon, sweeping it to the left side. He's knocked down. Football's fumbled, and Bosa takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. His second career touchdown, Joey Bosa.
Bloodthirsty.
Here comes a blitz. Has to throw in a hurry. It's picked off. That'll do it.
Oh, man. Loose ball picked up by Ohio State. The Buckeyes are going to get a defensive touchdown.
Johns late after the snap, then comes, and you know, Weber just didn't see him, didn't feel it, had no idea that the
Guys lead at 26-17. Snap to Harris, back to throw up the middle. He shoots, and it is intercepted again by Ohio State. Is that Cameron Hayward bringing it up the left side?
Go, Cam,
He's
go.
at the 50-yard line. Defensive end Cameron Hayward to the Miami 30, to the 20-yard line. He's still going, and he stopped at Miami's 15-yard line.
Repeated itself on the next Bobcat drive.
This time it was Tyler Moeller forcing the turnover, which Cameron Hayward scooped up and returned 5 yards down to the Ohio 45.
They'll probably like to speed up the tempo as well. Under 15 seconds on the play clock as they get it off. Forcier dodged the rush, has a receiver open, but throws another interception to Thaddeus Gibson. He had a receiver open behind Gibson, but threw it too low.
Down, but he never saw Thaddeus Gibson. Watch Gibson just dropping into flat. He doesn't anticipate that. He doesn't anticipate his ability to be an athlete, go up and get the ball. Being a little bit too careful.
And for Illini at the Buckeye 34. Now LaShore motions into the backfield again. Williams back to throw. Looking, pressure coming. Throws, it's deflected, and then grabbed by Lawrence Wilson. Defensive end takes it to the 40 on his own side of the field, and Lawrence Wilson, senior defensive end, deflected the ball and comes up with his first career interception. And you have to feel great for a young man who the last 2 years has had seasons cut short with injury.
Yeah, and you can see it. Look at him, how excited he is. He just knocked down half his team running over the bench, and he's still not done celebrating.
Shotgun drops at the 30. Looks, fakes, hit and dropped. And that football is picked up. Thaddeus Gibson picked up the loose ball, and he's running down the middle of the field to the 30. To the 20 goes Thaddeus Gibson. To the 10, to the 5, and to the house, Thaddeus Gibson. As he picked up the ball, his Cousins got hit. The ball was knocked out of his hands as Malcolm Jenkins on a blitz hit Kirk Cousins. And Gibson, a sophomore defensive end from Euclid High School in Cleveland, takes it into the end zone for the score.
2nd and 8 Wildcats to their own 30. Cachet fakes a handoff, looks to throw, pressure coming. He's knocked down from behind. Football loose, and is picked up by Vernon Golston, who runs down the right side into the end zone after Anderson Russell knocked the ball away from C.J. Boucher.
Golston's first career touchdown gave Ohio State 4 in the first quarter for the first time since 1995 against Iowa.
In underneath, deflected, interception perhaps. Got it on the ricochet. Ball was in the air, and Will Smith, the defensive end, makes the pick.
On 1st and 10, 49-yard line, that's Montgomery. Breaks a tackle, Montgomery breaks another tackle. Montgomery's got room down the sideline, cuts it back, in, down at the 1. And then they get some great blocks downfield by Big 75. He blocks on the line of scrimmage and downfield. Look at him looking around. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that would be like a bus. Well, he's holding on there a little bit, too, isn't he? Is he holding on a little bit? There ought to be a law against that. 1st and goal, 1-yard line. Montgomery, the deep back. They're going to let him finish it off. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The Ohio State Buckeyes opened the 1996 season in surprisingly forceful fashion, blasting their two opponents by a combined score of 142-7.